Looking to get the M1916 gold as fast and painless as possible? I've got a quick guide with builds to help get you there. I also have a couple level 70 builds you can use when the camo grind is complete, so if you're into such things, be sure to stick around. Just as a forewarning, the camo challenges for this gun are pretty weird. There's odd choices, and the amount of kills required are actually quite high on some. I'm assuming that this was a mistake, but who knows when a patch will come out, if one comes out at all. Getting right into things, we'll be going into hardcore as it's by far the easiest way to get these challenges done, and we'll be skipping 100 eliminations, 50 headshots, 100 multi-kills, and 100 close-range kills, as you'll definitely get these naturally for completing the other challenges. But now here's where things get odd. First, there isn't a 30 Bloodthirsties challenge like there normally is, and instead you have to get 100 prone kills. And if you thought that you were a liability when doing long shots on weapons, I've got news for you. This one is far worse. There aren't too many good spots for these other than sitting at the very end of the hallways in Das House, as you need a relatively long line of sight that has high traffic. Using the build I have here, your goal is pretty simple. You throw smoke, go prone in your desired position, and try to get a few kills by using the night vision scope that sees through that smoke. Definitely throw on your piercing vision and tactician perks to aid a bit more with visibility, and to restock your smoke if you survive long enough. But just a fair warning, you're probably gonna die a lot. Now hopefully, you get all 100 of these out of the way before Deadeye's 50 long shots challenge unlocks. I didn't, so I had to use the previous build for most of them, which was still okay, but definitely not optimized. Here's the build that I ended up finishing the challenge with, which seemed to work a lot better. You should have no problem here sticking with this in your usual long shot spots. I also went with Piercing Vision on this build to help out with visibility again, though the 3 to 6x scope does a pretty good job with that in its own right. Moving right along, the Wildcat challenge went completely against the grain and decided to go with the sniper class's route of hold your breath kills instead of the normal marksman rifle route. Oh, and they also doubled it for an extra fun time. So far, I've only found 2 optics other than the telescopic sights where you're able to hold your breath. One is the night vision that we used prior, and the other is the 3.5x scope, which also has it. If you know of any others, definitely let me know in the comments below, because I've sure in the hell been looking. I decided to go with the 3.5x scope here, as it seemed like the better option for normal use, but definitely go with the night vision one, if you still have prone kills to get. I added the deep breath proficiency to aid in longer held breath, though I'm not sure if it actually helped with getting kills to register. I've had issues in the past with these type of kills since the game's launch. Starting out the restricted attachment categories, not only do we have some of the worst challenges because of high value requirements, but now we also have to wait to do the level 60 Survivalist challenge at level 70 because the required barrel doesn't unlock until then. At this point, it's absolutely comical, because it's happened for far too many weapons in this game. Once you can finally start it, the challenge requires you to get 100 quickscope kills with the 495mm short barrel, remove stock, and quickscope proficiency equipped. The timing for quickscope kills is pretty small to have it count. I believe after ADS and it's something like a max of like 2 seconds before needing to get a kill. So get in the habit of aiming out and then back in again with this challenge, as you'll be doing it a lot. The build here is spec'd out to be able to aim in as fast as possible since you'll be doing it so much, and accuracy, as even one missed shot may be the difference between you getting progress and not. Luckily at 65, we're allowed to start the Mind Games challenge right away, which has you get 50 headshots with the ZP custom barrel, Fitzherbert reinforced stock, and the shrouded proficiency equipped. Now this challenge wasn't difficult by any means, but good god did it not produce any noteworthy clips. But I guess it's a good thing you can edit that extra space out, right? Anyways, the stock and barrel on this cut down the speed quite a bit, so don't expect to move too well with this build. I threw on the SMLE pistol grip and the fabric grip to try and balance this out a bit, but it's still definitely not great. So make sure to pre-aim rounding corners and going through those narrow spaces. Rounding out the gun is Death Artist, which has you get 150, yes, that's 150, ADS kills with the 532mm full auto barrel, 8mm Clouser 40 round mags, and the ZP M502 custom stock equipped. I'm not gonna lie, these challenges were a bit extra this go around. Now, I usually go into hardcore for all the challenges to make it easier, but this setup excels in core. The fire rate, accuracy, damage, and magazine size is all just enough to completely mow down enemies in your way, and to say this challenge will be trivial is an understatement, even at 150 kills. As promised, this is the hardcore build I like to use outside of the camo grind. It mixes a bit of speed with the accuracy I like in my setups. For some reason, I'm pretty fond of using semi-auto weapons in hardcore, which is why I didn't add the full auto barrel here. And for my core build, it should come as no surprise that the setup I used for Death Artist would be my favorite, and I actually didn't change one thing about it. It's just simply too good. And that's it for the M1916. If you like the content, a like rating is always appreciated. Take care, and enjoy the rest of your day. Later.